Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to work on the third journal, the art journal. I had already poked the holes in the first signature. I made two signatures for it, and I thought I'd bring you along for the rest. So, similar to what we did before, I'm using a piece of cardstock where I have measured where I want my holes at, so I can get both signatures holes in the same spot. So nothing too exciting here, just poking some holes. And this paper, I must say, is a little bit thicker because there's some, what do you call it, canvas paper and some pretty heavy watercolor paper, that type of thing, that papers are much thicker. So I poked my holes. I just want to make sure. Yep, it came all the way through. I can move this. I hope everybody's doing well today. I've had another busy day. So this is the art journal that I'm talking about, which I might still add something to the front too. But basically, I have decided, I'll show you after I stitch these in. I don't want to flip the pages since I have poked the holes through them. And I'm going to try, I think I'm going to use this baker's twine for this one. I just thought the stripes sort of looked good with the fabric on the outside. See if I can get this all through. I don't know about that with this needle. Fingers don't want to work. Come on, thread. A pretty thick needle, or big needle hole, because this is the needle I used to stitch my signatures in with. Just this thread doesn't want to play nice. I don't think I'd be able to get the threader through it. Let's see. Let's cut it again. Oh, come on. Well, look, this is the hardest part. There we go. Maybe. Wow. That was difficult. What I do, I always measure like 2.5, something like that. Probably don't need that much, but alright, so I have these. I was trying to decide, since there's no real, what's the word I'm looking for, spine listed here. Listed. Gonna be one of those days for me. There's no real spine in place where you can tell, oh, this is the spine. Trying to decide where I want my first signature to go. And trying to decide how am I going to keep it straight so I don't get off kilter here. I wonder if I should, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fabric pencil. I think I'm going to mark a line because it will come off. I just sort of want to see. I think I want it about that far. There. Somewhere in this neck of the woods. I just want to make sure I have it square. I think I'm going to use this line right here as my I think that's where I want it. Just want to make sure. I'm going to leave plenty of room for that. And then I'm just going to come out a little bit. I'm not going to go over real far. Half an inch. Do I want out that far? I think so. Now I have an idea as I stitch my signature in where I want them to go. Let's see. I didn't poke holes in the fabric because I figured going through fabric. Oh, you know what? I'm using a dull needle. I didn't think about that. I still don't want to poke a hole through my fabric, I don't think. I'm going to have to. Didn't think that out, did I? Let's see. That is my... I'm going to have to think this out a little bit. Which is up here. I need to bring that down a little. Yeah, I think I want it about there. Slide that down. See if I can get my chair over my rug there. I don't know how this is going to work. If that's going to go through that fabric or not. It's really not. Well, is option 2 here. See, if you get nothing else, you get real life here. I know that's where my middle, I wanted my middle to be, because I already tried jabbing that needle through, and that needle does not want to go through. I just happened to think, oh, I can just sew right through, not thinking I have to come back through the other side. Let's see. How can I do that? How can I do that? Well, I know this is my center hole. There's my top hole. If I get a big enough spot on the inside, then I'll get something sharper too. Maybe I have to use my thing. Okay, there's one. Here's 2.
Feel better now.
The third one right here. Then we're going to have to line up the second row here. Trying to think how would be easiest to do that. And I guess let's go right across the line here and use that as our guide. Hopefully we'll get right in the right spot. The reason this is so tough, this Cantha quilt, there were sections of it that were pretty tough. And then I put that batting in between. Come on. Now let's see how we did with our holes. So I'm just doing the, 3 hole. Need plenty of that. I need to see this side so I can figure out where my hole is. Make sure we get through all our papers. I don't feel like I am. I thought this one, I was like, oh, this one is going to be so super easy to stitch. I could find the hole here. There we go. Oh, I put my pliers away. Whoops, break those out. There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way. It's going to be a little bit tricky. I want to get through that same hole. Yeah, hole might be a little bit small. Oh, come on. Is it going to be one of those days? There we go. Might help if I stick it in the right spot. And I want to get this on the other side. Yeah, I'd say I got a lot of extra thread there. Maybe I have enough for my second signature. And I'm just making sure that my threads are tight. And they are. Just double knotting that. I think probably going to have to thread my needle again. Let me turn you off while I do that so you don't have to sit through that misery. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my needle threaded. Try to find my center hole here. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Each thing we do is a little bit different. Can't really see my hole back here. I want to make sure I'm getting it in the right spot. Let's see. Maybe if I go directly straight. There we go. I can feel it go right through. can see there's some Cantha quilt threads poking through. Let me get that. Where's the end with my needle go? There it is. Now, be able to find the hole on the outside is not the easiest of tricks. I think that's it. Do it this way. And the trick here, I think, is going straight down from that hole, like I did in the center, and then it goes through the back of the fabric. Just making sure everything's tight. Now if I can get back through this center hole, we're home free. Maybe if I turn this way, I won't be fighting with the first signature. Where'd my hole go? See my thread. Just a matter of finding that specific hole. Here we go. Figure out where my needle went. Let me get through. This makes no sense. I made it. I made it. This has to be the longest 3-hole. Ugh. Yay! Wow. That was something. That was really something. Alright, I want to make sure everything is tight before I do this. As we go through, oh, I love this. This feels so good. Really does. And I'm sort of favoring putting this one on top. Initially, I was going to have it like that, so I don't know. Oh, but it feels so good in your hands. Let's just see. So this is an art journal. And these are the pages I put in it. This is canvas. This is one of those coloring book pages. The paper is awesome. You know, to paint on or whatever. This is newsprint. This is some of that German book page. Tone paper. This is mixed media paper. Some Sears and Roebuck. This is some of the dyed paper I did a while ago. This is another very old book page. This is some of that packing paper. I just thought it might be nice to put in since it's an art journal. Some book page. Some Rachel Straw paper. Vintage ledger paper, watercolor, and then just the back sides of those as you go through the first signature, of course. And then in the second signature, similar but some different pages. Sears and Roebuck. Once again, a piece of canvas. Newsprint. German book page, some other vintage book page, mixed media, some music paper, straw paper, tissue paper, map page, some children's book page, another book page, tone paper. This is from that children's book as well. The paper is a nice thickness. This was, came out of a book, an old book. It's just one of the pages that didn't have any writing on that I liked the thickness of it. And then watercolor paper again. And then just, of course, like this is the back of this. Something could be added there. And just the back sides of them. But there is a lot of different kinds of papers in here. So this would be a lovely, lovely, lovely art journal. So we'll decide a few days after we get everything all stitched in, all these journals, we'll decide what else we do to each of them. So there's that one. Quick and easy. Took a little bit of ingenuity. But nonetheless, I like the baker's twine on this. And then we'll decide, thinking I might add some kind of closure. I don't know yet. I need to decide if I want that to be the top or that to be the top. But I'm real happy with this one. This is yummy. Okay, that's it. I will be back. Hope you have a great day. happy crafting, and see you real soon. Bye-bye.